A few months ago, I introduced you to the Sengled Element Classic, which is a $10 smart light bulb. Well, today we're going to check out its bigger and better brother. Let's get started. Hey everybody, welcome to Tech with Brett, where I help tech work for you. Let's get this unboxed and show you everything it can do. It's a huge shout out to Sengled for sending these to me so I can show them to you. Now, first off, this bulb is the bigger brother to the original Sengled Classic that I tried out. Now, this one is a $10 bulb and the Element Plus runs about $18. Now, these do require a hub, and we'll get more into that in just a minute. But the unique thing about this bulb compared to the Classic is this can adjust the color. So it can go from a 2700 Kelvin warm white to a cool white at 6500 Kelvin. So it's able to adjust with the application or with your assistant that you want to use, Google or Amazon. It will work with all of those. The other thing up here, it says that these bulbs will last for 22 years, which is very impressive. It is the A19 style bulb, and then down here we have that it is at 800 lumens. Now let's talk about the hub. So right here is the Sengled Hub. Now this will support up to 50 different light bulbs with one of these hubs. Now there is a pack of the Sengled Element Plus that you can get with a hub, and it comes with two bulbs. I think it's about $60. But you can also use this with other hubs. So if you have a Samsung SmartThings hub, you can put this into pairing mode, pair it up with that, pair it up with Wink, because it has Zigbee technology. So it's able to use a different frequency than like a Wi-Fi or anything. So it's not going to bog down your Wi-Fi network when you get these bulbs, because it is using the hub to relay the information to turn on and off the light and change its color. Then it will also work with your Amazon Alexa and your Google Assistant. So if you want to set it up with those, you would just need to get the Sengled skill for Amazon Alexa and then go into the home control settings for the Google Assistant to link your account. And then you would be able to control the brightness and the color with those depending on the light that you have. Now back here on the back, we have a few different things. We can change the color, we can control it with our app, we can set timers, and then we can adjust the brightness, and it is dimmer compatible. And you will be able to set this up with an iPhone or an Android phone. And then over here we have the specs of the device, but I want to quickly compare versus the Classic bulb. So the few things that you'll notice that are different between the Classic and the Plus is the watt. So it's 9.8 watts on the Plus, 9 watt max on the Classic. And then here we have the tunable white. So again, 2700 to 6500. Here at my house, we prefer the more daylight. So up at the 6500 scale, just because it's easier to use video in daylight light. And then here the Classic has 2700. Here we have a better viewing angle. So this goes 270 degrees on the Plus, and this goes 240 on the Classic. And then everything else is pretty similar, 25,000 hours and instant full light, and then can be used in different temperatures. Now these do say that these should not be placed anywhere near water. So I just wanted to mention that. And then looking at the cost savings, so the Element Touch is gonna cost you 10 cents more a year than the Element Classic here. So just be aware of that, but really no problem. So let's pull this out of the box and get it set up. Now the first thing that I noticed about this bulb when I pull it out is the weight that it has. It feels very premium, and I really like how it looks and it feels. So compared to the Classic, you can tell that this has a little bit more tech inside it. This is kind of light, plastically a little bit, but this one costs $10 versus the $18. So there you can see the comparison between the two there. So to get this paired up, download the Sengled app, make sure you create an account, and you will need the QR code here, or it actually comes on the box. Now we do have another hub already set up in the other room, so I'm going to be pairing it with that. So go into the Sengled app, go to the settings, select device, and here we can see the hub. If you want to see a tutorial on setting up the hub, I show that in my previous Sengled Classic bulb video. So now we're just going to select add a bulb. And then it will pop up the QR scanner where you can easily scan the QR code. So you just take a picture like that and it will add it in here. And then you need to verify the MN on the device and that it is the correct device you want to add. So here mine is the A19 and AE26. We select next, and then here we need to select next. So right here it's saying that you need to make sure the bulb is powered on when you select OK, and if it is not, you will need to reset the bulb because it will time out after 3 minutes. So here it is going to go through and add the bulb. And there it has added the bulb, and here we can change the name. We're going to call this one bulb 3. And then here we need to select the room that we want it in. So I'm going to add it into the office and select save. So if I open up the office here, I can manage the temperature and brightness of the entire office. Or if I go down here, I can change each bulb. So this was the bulb 3. So I'm going to open that up. Okay, I just turned off my other lights. Here, let's check out the brightness. So that's full brightness. And then we can go all the way down to 0 brightness. And let me show you what it looks like. I'm pretty low at 7 there. Let's set it at medium right now. So here we are at the lower end of the Kelvin scale at 2700K. But then we can go all the way up to 6500K, and you can see the whiteness or the coolness that it changes to there. And here we are at the middle. So you can easily change the colors there to adjust what it is doing. And here it is showing the power that is currently taking up at 5.5 watts. And then here we can quickly turn off and on that one bulb. So that is how you adjust the light bulb individually, but if we wanted to adjust the settings of the room, we could change it right here, and this will change everything in the room at once. Another cool thing you can do with the room is you can go into the advanced settings and set a schedule. So maybe every morning or every night you want these to be turned on or turned off. You can do that, and you can even change the brightness that it will choose as well as the color temperature. So maybe in the morning you want a different temperature, then at night you would have all the options right there, and you can choose what day that will start at. If we go back to the main page of the Sengled app, down here we do have a performance sheet. So here it's going to show me how much money I have saved over the lifetime of my bulb. So I've saved $3.84, which is pretty awesome. Here I have a total of 7 bulbs. And then here it's showing that I have 7 trees. So every time you buy a Sengled bulb, you do get a tree planted by Sengled, which is pretty cool. Over here I can check my total power consumption. So I can see yesterday I had quite a big day at 0.2 kilowatts, and you can go through and check your history there. You can search by day, week, month, or the year. So let's check out the month, and we can see that last month we had quite a bit of consumption, and here we have used a lot less. So right here we have the individual ratings for each bulb. So if I wanted to select the touch bulb that I've set up, here I can see the online time, the power consumption, money saved, power down there, and how many times I've turned it on and off. Over here we have our profile, and then here we have the one bulb, one tree program, and we can join now and learn more there. So now let's test this out between the Element Plus and the Sengled Classic. Over here on my left, I have the Sengled Element Plus, and over here on my right, I have the Sengled Element Classic. So these 2 different bulbs. So right now, let's put them both at 100% brightness. So you can see over here, the Classic, it has that softer light. It's that lower 2700 Kelvin. And then over here, we have the Element Plus set at the 6500 Kelvin already. And the brightness is at 100%. So let's dim it down to about 50% on both of these. And then we're going to dim it down as low as we can to the 1%. All right, now it'd probably be a little more helpful if I turn off these lights so you can see how they work. All right, so there you can see them at their dimmest. And now let's jump up to 50%. And here we're gonna go up to 100%. All right, now let's change the color of the Element Plus. So right now I'm going to go to the cool setting. And then here we're gonna go to neutral, warm, and then we're going to go down to the Edison. So there it lowers it down to the same temperature that you have together. So really nice. You can adjust the color. I've really liked how you can fine tune exactly what you like depending on the time of day. So now let's do one more test where we put the Element Plus in the overhead lights so you can see what it looks like if you have 2 of those in one room. I have now set the 2 element touch lights in the fixture above. There are a bunch of things in the room causing shadows, which are causing a little bit of weird light, but that's not the problem of the bulb. Anyway, I have them set to 100% brightness, and let's go through and test out the different temperatures. So here we have it set all the way to the Edison, then we have it set to warm, here's the neutral, here's the cool, and here is the daylight. So I'm very impressed with the bulbs. I love the light that these give off. I love that you can adjust them really easily and fine tune it to the exact color that you would like them to be. I think the price is great on these, especially if you're not having to pay too much for an extra hub every single time or the Wi-Fi connectivity. I really like the bulbs that don't add more weight on my Wi-Fi. I like that these do have a hub, or they can connect to my own SmartThings hub, so you don't have to go out and buy a hub if you already have one. If you would like to add the Sengled bulbs to your smart assistant, it's very easy. If you have an Amazon Echo, just head into the Amazon application and search for the Sengled skill. If you have a Google Home, head to the home control settings and then search for Sengled, and you can add your account there. Now, one cool thing about the Google Home, it's super easy to add new light bulbs if you have already linked your account. So I've already had many Sengled bulbs in my house, but I just want to add the new ones today. And all I need to do is say, hey Google, sync my lights.
You got it. Syncing devices for 5 providers.
So there it went through and synced all my lights to my Google Home. And now I can control all those lights individually. Hey Google, turn off touch.
You got it. Turning off the touch.
And there it turned off one of my lights. And then I could also go into the Google Home app and add them to different rooms, or in the Amazon app, I could do the same. If you guys have any further questions about these light bulbs, please let me know in the comments below. And if this is your first time here, I'd love to have you hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so that you can be notified of all my new and upcoming videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.